morning, everyone. This is Miss J at Women in Shoes magazine, and I'm here speaking with Miss Rian Parish from Like a Boss on Oxygen's network. Miss Rian, can you please?
Hey.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Good. It is a pleasure to speak with you. We know that the Oxygen Show is a new show. Can you tell us a little bit about, for those who don't watch it?
Absolutely. So, Like a Boss is a new show that's executive produced by Nick Cannon that premieres every Tuesday on Oxygen at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And this is a show that kind of hones in on the lives of celebrity assistants. And it basically shows, the everyday struggles, the luxuries, the perks that we go through. And it really, kind of in a sense shows that we are the next bosses, of our millennium, you know what I mean, of our generation. And so it's a really, really good show. A lot of people assume that, the life as an executive assistant or celebrity assistant is one of glitz and glamour, and that's really not the case. So you'll get to come inside of our lives, you know what I mean, for a little bit and, get to explore who we are, how we got the job, what do we do to keep the job, just the everyday real. The real deal every day.
So how did you get to the chance to work with Nick Cannon and get on the show and just be a fixture?
Well, how I came about the opportunity of the show was actually Nick Cannon's assistant created the show. And it was so funny. I remember like it happened yesterday. And this has been, this show has been in the works for about the last, 3 years. So finally, it's all come to fruition. But I basically got a call. They had been referred to me by his other industry relationships and other clients whom I worked, for in the past. And his assistant called me and she was like, "Hey, I'm so and so, and I'm creating a show about celebrity assistants. I heard you're really dope. I would love for you, and I to meet." And so, we did, and the rest has kind of been history.
Wow. Oh, that's incredible. So how is he like to work with?
Well, on the show, I work for, Big Tigger. Nick Cannon, his assistant is also on the show, which is Amber Grimes, who happens to be a friend of mine, and so working for Big Tigger has just been, it's really been a blessing. I've been with Tigger for about 2.5 years now, and I was referred to him by another client, which is Tiny, T.I.'s wife, who I also work for. And Tigger was new to the Atlanta, area. He was transferring to V103, of which he's still, a DJ over there, and he was looking for somebody that knew the city, that was a hustler, business-minded, and that could get the job done. And so I came highly recommended, and the rest has been history. So, we were approached, and we were like, hey, we were down to do the show as long as it really shows truth and us, in a good light and really what takes place. And so that's everything that the show is about, is really, showing you guys what's really going on.
Okay, can you tell us also, we know everybody has their different version of what a boss type is supposed to be. What, in your opinion, is a boss?
A boss, to me, is someone who leads, you know what I mean? Not just someone who delegates and leads by example, someone that sets the example, someone who teaches, someone who's really handling business, has it going on in the business world, financially, just really have it all put together, but at the same time, who is a leader and who are looking to build that next boss. That's my opinion of what a boss really is.
Okay, I completely agree. Okay, so you were on the show, and they call you the Peach State of Georgia. You're from the wonderful Peach State of Georgia. And it says you're also an actress and a dancer. Is there what else do you do? What other talents do you have?
The show you're going to see in the coming episodes, me get into red carpet hosting. But like I said, I am a dancer. I've been an athlete my entire life. track scholarship to gymnast for 9 years. I own a business, though, in South Atlanta, which is a finance company. We specialize in payroll, tax preparation, bookkeeping, a Georgian notary. In about 60 days, we're going to be integrating a staffing agency where we will be employing and providing jobs, for people that is so greatly needed. So it's a blessing to even be in that position to be able to do such. But you pretty much say that, I act, I dance, I'm a gifted hairstylist by trade and just by gift. I did that before. I was an assistant that used to do hair, music video sets, and yeah. I try to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Wow.
And by the way, my business is called The Price is Right Finance, and is spelled with a Z, and you guys can check us out on the website at thepriceisrightfinance.com, to find out about our services. And yesterday, if you haven't heard, I just officially launched my blog, which is called The Kool-Aid, and that is TheCoolLaid.com. We are live. You guys can follow us on Instagram at @thecool_laid, LAID, and check us out. It's going to be great. We're really trying to, create our own movement and really take over the game and really change the game and be a voice for the young people.
Wow. Well, that is amazing. And I wish you much success in all your endeavors.
Oh, thank you.
So we know the show is getting ready to wrap. It's the last few episodes to premiere. What plans do you have next, as well as the launch of the new blog?
My plans that I have next, I just actually got back into acting classes. So, I'm training really hard, getting back to my roots, my craft, and just really working hard at that. So hopefully you guys will see me on the big screen. That's my, 6-month goal. Definitely looking to dominate and take over digital-wise, in terms of the blogging portion of it, and really, make a household name for my business, my finance company. This definitely won't be your last stop for me in terms of, seeing me on Like a Boss. So be on the lookout because I am coming. I've arrived, for sure.
Now, we know that there is a lot of female-based, or we would say women-based businesses that are appearing everywhere, and there's a lot more, basically, entrepreneurs who are women. What advice do you have for those who are coming on to the scene, whatever they're doing, whether it's fashion or blogging? What advice do you have for them as far as when they're trying to get into business and they want to be successful, especially as a woman in today's day?
I feel like women, we are the most powerful beings on the planet, okay? And I feel like a lot of times we don't even know the power that we hold. My advice to anyone of any profession or, anyone that's a dreamer or has aspirations to do whatever it is you aspire to do is to stay true to that and take that doubt and use it and turn it into positive. You know what I mean? Take all the negativity that's around you or that people may give you and turn it, I think the best revenge is success, and as Beyonce says, paper. So I just say, work hard, stay persistent, start aligning yourself, with the people or in the proper places of which you're trying to do. So, if I'm trying to, and educate yourself, know the industry, know the market of which you're trying to get into. You know what I mean? Know who your competitors are. You know what I mean? You have to really know your craft to be able to even sell it to anyone, to make anybody a believer. You know what I mean? So, just be knowledgeable on whatever it is you're trying to do and start aligning yourself with that. And every day you should do something that's going to get you closer to your dream. So one thing that I do every night before I go to bed, I look myself in the mirror and I ask myself, what have I done today to get closer to becoming an actress? And if I don't have an answer, I have to then question, am I serious about it? Is this really a dream? or does it just sound really good? You know what I'm saying? Does it just sound good for me to tell you that I'm an aspiring actress, or am I really doing something to get that? It's not just going to one day happen, in the comfort of my home. Who's going to discover me there? No one. So every day I put myself in a position to where I can be noticed, or I'm out here in the audition team, trying to get one step closer. So, yeah, my advice would be to never give up, stay true. If it's in your heart, do what makes you happy, you know what I mean, and stay persistent. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really, it's so true. I mean, I always say, if I wasn't, my own biggest critic and came up with 100 excuses or, under different circumstances, I probably would have been a star a long time ago. But, things happen as they should. And, for me, I was a young mom. I was a mom at 18. I had 2 scholarships, academic. I had an academic scholarship. I had a track scholarship to UGA, you know what I mean? And I decided, hey, I wanted to have a baby. And so that wasn't necessarily the brightest or the smartest thing, but at the end of the day, I've never wanted to be anything more than an actress. My entire life, I've never dreamt or wanted to be anything other than what I still want to be today. It wasn't just, some new dream or this thing. Oh, acting, I think I can do that. Let me just do that. I've never wanted to. You ask anyone that knows me, they'll all tell you the same thing. And so what I had to really do was look at my life, look at, okay, where I was living at the time, look at the people who were in my surroundings, at that time, my children's father, from a previous relationship, what is he doing to help me? What am I doing to help myself? And I realized nothing. And I moved. I had to get out of the situation, get out of that relationship, and really go after what I felt that I was destined to do here on earth. And so I'm kind of as what I'm on right now. So, we have to reevaluate our situations and really ask ourselves, how bad we want it and go after it. I feel like anything is possible. I'm a firm believer in the universal law of attraction. You know what I mean? It will come to fruition. That's just my belief.
We have about fashion. I see you're always on point. You got your shoes always, seems like the Louboutins is on, and the hair is always laid. So tell us, because we know not everybody knows the exact proper attire to wear. They might confuse the two between club wear and business wear. Tell us what would be the perfect outfit to wear to a business meeting as far as your fashion sense goes.
You have a couple choices there. You definitely want to be classy and not be provocative. You know what I mean? You don't want to send the wrong message. You want to dress to impress and dress for success, as I like to say. So that could be a nice blouse with a blazer, slacks. That could be a nice, we can still be sexy women. That could be a nice fitted dress, and maybe we can, have a nice blazer on top to really kind of make us more businessy. You know what I mean? I'm into the bow ties. I'm into the men ties. So, I would kind of throw that to accessorize it. Glasses is my thing, not for, vision purposes, but just for fashion. So, I can kind of complement those with a nice cat-eye glasses, a nice pump, you know what I mean? You have a few options, or, a nice skirt, suit blouse, you know what I mean, with a nice fitted, undershirt. You have some choices. I would just say definitely be comfortable, you know what I mean? For one, if you're uncomfortable and you feel like you're doing too much, and you know what I mean, and you could be sending the wrong message, take that off. You know what I mean? But yeah, we definitely have options. I think a nice blazer accompanied with a dress, a skirt, or even slacks always wins.
All right, so tell us your social networks, your website, all your links so our followers can follow you.
Absolutely. And guys, don't laugh at me because everything's different. I know my publicist is going to get me for that. So on Instagram, you guys can check me out at who, that's WHO _but, BUT _I. So that's who but I. On Twitter, you guys can follow me at the number 1 True Star. On Facebook, that's a like page. You guys come over there. I love to give out positive information and just kind of bring you into my life. Give a lot of advice on how to become an assistant. So my website, the Kool-Aid again, is TheCoolLaid.com.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ms. Ryan. It was a pleasure. I'm glad I got to speak with you, and we hope to continue to watch you on the rest of the episodes.
Absolutely. I can't wait to read about this interview. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
I know you want to take my part in the limelight. Camera flashing, I'm so tired.